Do you care about the well-being of Canadian children? You're going to want to keep watching. I first came across Dr. Ronald Cohn when he was the Chief of Pediatric Medicine at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. He was testifying before a parliamentary committee on genetic discrimination, and in the 15 years I've been doing this type of work, I have not seen a clearer, more compelling, and more constructive submission to a parliamentary committee. Dr. Cohn is now the president and CEO of SickKids, and it was truly an honor to be able to speak with him again.
I do truly believe that our children have been the unheard voices of this pandemic. In Ontario alone, over 160,000 children are waiting longer than it's clinically safe for either surgeries, other procedures. And if you look at a survey that was conducted by Children's Mental Health Ontario during the summer, they found that 1 in 3 Ontario parents reported that their child's mental health has deteriorated. We have seen in our emergency room many children who were spending prolonged periods of time at home without adequate supervision, resulting in increases in preventable injuries. I am worried about our schools. But meal delivery, vaccination programs that are offered in schools, there are lifelines for many families who would otherwise struggle to access healthy food and preventative medical care. You know, something I've been hearing a lot about, don't worry about the kids. Children are more resilient than you think. And I want to tell you something. As a pediatrician and geneticist who takes care of children with many medical complexity, I know that children can be incredibly resilient. However, I think to take this resilience for granted for all children is something we should not take lightly, as it poses, in my mind, a huge risk that could have long-lasting impacts for really our society and our future. If you are seeing any kind of worrying signs about your child, seek help and support. Looking for help and support is a strength. It's not a weakness. I do think it's now our individual and societal responsibility to do like everything and anything we can to keep schools open and ensure that school closures are really the very last resort. We need to lower the current rise in community transmission. And that is going to require all of us to make smart decisions. Every pandemic in our history has ended, and this one will too. Let's all stay strong for a few more months.
Healthcare providers are asking us to do the right thing. Wear masks, physically distance. If you can avoid it, don't be around people outside of your household. They recognize that some people have to be out there, but they're asking for the sake of our healthcare system, for everybody else to follow the guidelines. To all the healthcare providers in Canada, on behalf of my colleagues at CIJA, I want to say thank you. What you're doing is important, and we're deeply, deeply grateful. Hey, though these are dark times, you can still find light. The Abraham Accords represent the most significant diplomatic breakthrough in the Middle East in a generation. I'd like to invite you to join CIJA and our partners around the world for the first ever simultaneous candle lighting, which will feature representatives from Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Israel, and of course our own community here in Canada. We're very lucky. We're going to be hearing from MK Michael Kotler-Wunsch, who is a member of the Knesset for the Blue and White Party. She's also chair of the Subcommittee for Israel Diaspora Affairs. She will be joined by Her Excellency Houda Nanu, who is the first member of the Jewish community of any Arab country to be appointed as ambassador. She was ambassador to the United States. She also was credentialed in Canada. And we will also welcome Her Excellency Marcy Grossman, who is Canada's ambassador to the United Arab Emirates. These three impressive women are going to share their perspective on what these developments mean for the Middle East and what they mean for Jewish, Arab, Muslim relations around the world. You're not going to want to miss this. Visit cija.ca/light, and RSVP space is limited. And now we're going to hear from Rabbi Jordan Cohen at Temple Anshe Sholom in Hamilton. They're celebrating 170 years of serving the Jewish community in Hamilton. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Jordan Cohen. Rabbi Nachman tells a story about a poor Jew in the city of Prague who had a dream that told him to go to Vienna, and there, at the base of a bridge leading to the king's palace, he would find a buried treasure. In Vienna, he found the bridge was heavily guarded, so he waited for his chance to retrieve the treasure. But a guard grabbed him and screamed, "Jew, what are you doing?" Scared for his life, he talked about his dream. You believe in dreams? If I believed in dreams, I'd be on my way to Prague. For last night, I dreamt there is a treasure buried in the cellar of a poor Jew. The Jew returned home, dug in his cellar, and found the treasure. And then he thought, the treasure was always in my possession, yet I had to travel to Vienna to know of its existence. As we remain isolated in our homes, we yearn to get out or go somewhere, anywhere. But we need to remember the blessings we do have in our lives and the many treasures that we have in our possession right here at home.